Good day, everyone. I'm here to present the term paper for the advanced production technologies. For my report, this would be the laser cutting technology. For the content of my report, we have the introduction, the materials and method, results and discussions, conclusion, and references. So for the introduction, nowadays, the advanced technologies take over the manual operations. Right? So here we have the presentation of the manual operation showing the manual cutting, the manual feeding, and the manual setup of the machines, which is resulting for the effect of these manual operations. Sometimes the variations which results to different dimensions. So as you can see on the lower part of our pictures, we have these tubes that with different measurements in effect of the manual operation. We have also these musculoskeletal disorders or the MSD, such as the carpal pain and the back pain, which is contributed by the repetitive motions of the manual operation. For the materials and methods, so manual operation at first. So for the manual operation, we are using the quartz tube and we use also the scoring knife or what we call the twin diamond edge files for the preparation of materials and tools. So at first we prepare the material and tools as mentioned, then we will score the tube circumferentially and we apply the lateral force along with the tube to make it cut. For the laser cutting machine, we have this bezel beam laser equipped with PLC and GOT. So PLC, as we all know, it is called as the programmable logics controller, and GOT is the graphic operation terminal. So for the method of this one, we will just load the material, we select the program based on the loaded materials, and we will unload from the machine right after the process. So for the aspects and methods, so you have these two kinds of difference versus the manual and the laser cutting. So for the cutting tools, you have the handheld scoring knife, while on the laser cutting machine, we will be using the bezel beam cutting. For the cutting procedure, we will mark manually for the manual operation, while the laser cut will provide, based on the design, the PLC and the GLT got design and automated in the laser machine. For the operator skills, so for the manual needed for the skilled manual operator, and for the laser cutting machine will be operated by a trained worker. And then for the quality checks, so we will visually inspect uh, chippings and rough edges, and for the laser, visual inspection for dimension verification. For the results and discussion, um, at first we have the scatter diagram. So showing the result of the cutting dimension comparison for manual and laser cut. So manual cut has more scattered value points than the laser cut, as we can see. This is the orange colors, dotted lines. And for uh, the values of the manual cut, place the entire control limits while the laser cut moves nearby the center specs, the blue one, as you can see. So the movement and the comparison of these data, so we can show on this scatter diagram representing the difference, big difference of the two results, the manual and the laser cut. So for the mean standard deviation and CPK or the process capability, so for the standard deviation, we have significantly improved from 1.70 of the manual cutting going to 0.44 for the laser cut. And also for the CPK, we have significantly improved also from 0.36 going to 1.33. So as we can see, the laser cutting process has a clear um, process capability to achieve the condition of this laser cutting or the cutting of the materials. Next is the physical appearance comparison. So for the manual versus the laser cutting, So as we can see on the image, the presence of chipping and uneven cut is visible on the manual cutting, while on the laser cutting, fine edges and single marks of the laser cut is only visible on the image or the actual. Then the dimension of the manual cutting, so it is already out of standard. So which is around 300 tolerance of 2 or 298 to 302, but the actual result of the manual laser cutting already exceeded at 297.45. While on the dimensions of the laser cutting, this is nearly on the center specs with 300.42. So for our conclusion, the CPK significantly improved and achieved the statistical requirement, which is 1.33. Also, the standard deviation of laser cutting process kept near center specs, and physical quality result of the laser process presented is on a better condition. That's it.